Now, there was a time when work meant being in the office 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, week in, week out. Not anymore, it seems. This month, the world's biggest trial of a 4-day working week began here in Britain. It sounds good, but do the numbers actually add up? Here's Robin.
Monday, Tuesday, 3 more days till Friday. That's the way I waste my time, waiting for some time that's mine.
The daily grind is changing. A growing number of firms are shortening their working weeks. Where once it was 5 days at the desk, now it's just 4. And here's the catch: for exactly the same money. Bristol environment charity City to Sea started doing it last September and haven't looked back.
The key benefits really are better work-life balance, so prioritising people's mental health, time for their families, time for study, time to just catch up with themselves and life admin. So there's also benefits around commuting less, so actually we found that our overall carbon footprint as the organisation reduces as well.
So what was staff using that extra day for?
It's been great having a young family, just to have more time with the kids. I've got two small boys who are 1 and 3, so spending time racing around, looking after them.
It's meant that I can use my Friday to do a Masters in Strategy, Change and Leadership at the University of Bristol.
Not as clever as Jane, but just running around Bristol having a great time. I think mainly climbing. So we've been doing a lot of climbing, which is great, and just sort of outdoor activities, which is perfect because obviously if you work 5 days a week, it's really hard to cram all of that in just 2 days in a weekend. So yeah, great fun.
You might expect a 4-day week to take off in businesses where there aren't customers to serve and shift patterns to fill. But how about here? On a trading estate in Gloucester, they're also flirting with reducing hours. At Allcap, their business is quite literally nuts and bolts. They supply fasteners and fixings to the construction sector. When we turn up, the boss is getting a briefing from his HR consultant on how it might work for them.
You looking forward to it? Pitch your day yet?
Steve Roderick was inspired by wanting more time off himself during a busy pandemic. Now he's taking part in a national pilot scheme to see if it will make his staff happier.
We've gone to a programme where we will be spreading the 4-day week or the days off across the 5 days. We're structured on a rota basis, but the primary purpose is still to make sure we deliver to our customer needs. It does present certain challenges that other businesses don't necessarily see on a day-to-day basis.
Do you think this is going to affect your profitability though?
No, we don't think it will. There's an initial investment for us. We understand that we've invested in systems to allow us to deliver and save the time. But in terms of our staff well-being and the way that they feel and the way that they work when they are here, we think it's neutral. And we think there's actually positive for the staff and for us as directors rather than a negative aspect.
But not everyone is keen. Ian Mean has newsprint in his blood. He spent his life working in newspapers where a trial 4-day week flopped.
We couldn't make it work because of the shift systems.
And do you think it depends on the industry, that some industries lend themselves to that sort of thing and others don't?
I think so, and I think it depends on the character of the people running the operation. Let's face it, you're actually paying as much money for less hours. And the big question for all of us, Gloucestershire, all over the country, our productivity is just not anywhere near, say, Germany. So how do we get more productivity? If you get more productivity by this system, fantastic. It's a 6 months trial. I can't see it will catch on.
It may not suit everyone. It may not work in every sector. But hastened by the pandemic, an idea once on the fringes is now mainstream. So will working less for the same pay make us more productive? For employers and employees now giving it a go, only time will tell.